You know what I find really fascinating as an American on TikTok this week? This might just be my FYP, okay? Could just be my For You page. There may be different discourse about this on someone else's algorithm, but as like for me, like I've seen so much content, so many videos from American TikTok users this week regarding the potential ban of TikTok in the United States. And I have not seen a single one of us who is urging ByteDance to sell TikTok so that we can keep using it. Because the government keeps saying you can still have TikTok, you can keep TikTok. It doesn't have to be banned. It won't be banned as long as ByteDance sells it to an American social media company. And we would all, as obsessed with and addicted to and like necessary as this app is to a lot of us, we'd rather see it go dark. We'd rather see it disappear entirely than see one of our weird tech oligarch chuds take it over and turn it into something unrecognizable, predatory, and exploitative. And like turn it into an American propaganda machine instead of, whatever accusations against TikTok and ByteDance and China and whatever unsubstantiated zero evidence claims that they've made to the government that this is a threat to national security, a threat to data privacy. And it's so transparent that all of us were just like, no, actually, I think we'll just actually move to the Chinese app itself and completely abandon American social media. And that honestly kind of surprises me because it's kind of a stereotype about Americans, specifically on the internet, and like global like social media, that we kind of expect that like we should have full access to everything at any cost, basically. And that's true of some people, I'm sure. But like, I expected to see at least one video of someone being like, "Hey, ByteDance, please just sell it. Like, we need this app. Like, we can't be without it." No, none of us want that. None of us want it. I certainly don't want it, and I say that as someone who, at the time that I joined TikTok, okay, I joined TikTok just like a couple of years ago. Like, I think it was maybe like 2023. I say that at the time I joined TikTok, I was using Instagram at the time in the way that I use TikTok now, almost, where I was on it all day. I was using it constantly. I was posting all the time. I was like, I was on it a lot. Okay. And I literally, like, I didn't join TikTok for the longest time because I had seen all of the like imitations, the short form video that like Instagram and Facebook and YouTube were adding as elements to their social media in an effort to imitate TikTok. Okay, Instagram Reels, like Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts, all of that. Like I was seeing all of that come out without having access to actual TikTok. And I hated it. It was terrible. Like the user experience for me was terrible. And I thought I hated short form video. So I didn't think I would like TikTok. But then I joined actual TikTok and almost immediately abandoned all of my other social media, including Instagram, which was the one that I was using constantly. Like, I think I've posted like 5 things on Instagram since I got TikTok, like in a couple of years. Like, and I was posting sometimes multiple Instagram posts a day when I downloaded TikTok. I can't go back and I won't. So I'm going to join Red Note with everyone else in Blue Sky, obviously. But man, I I think the reaction of all of us to just be like, okay, like we don't even talk about or consider ByteDance selling to be an option. It's like either the American government is going to ban it or they're not. There's no contingency for if ByteDance sells, because none of us want that to happen. So we haven't even talked about it, discussed it as an option, because it's not a viable option. It's not a viable alternative for ByteDance to sell to like Meta. Like, none of us want it. Like the TikTok like side buttons and like the live thing and the little search thing and like the plus button at the bottom to like post, all of that is burned into my phone screen. Okay? I've only had this app a couple of years. It's burned into my screen to the point where when I go to another app, all of that stuff shows up in like this like magenta ghost. Like it's an overlay on every other thing that I use my phone for. And I will not, like, I'm not an advocate for ByteDance selling. I don't want to see this app get picked up by an American social media company. And I would rather see it go dark. As someone who is addicted to it. Like, if I were to go into my the screen time app right now, like, which I don't want to do because it stresses me out, but I guarantee you, like the hours a day that I spend on TikTok is in the double digits every day. Should I be ashamed and embarrassed by that? Maybe. But I'm not. Because I love this app and I love the community here. It is the most positive social media experience I've had in my entire life. Okay? Like, I started with like MySpace and like blogs and forums like back in the day. And I have never, until TikTok, had this positive of an experience with a social media app. Or seen others have such a positive experience. Like, it's actually crazy. And I don't want to see it go away, but I'd rather see it go away than see, like Elon Musk buy it. So just, American government, if you're considering banning this, just think about that before you go to sleep at night. How Americans are willing to put aside their selfish desires to keep their little app and actually like hand our information to China by using Red Note than to allow you to manipulate what we see online.